Hey you, welcome back to Amusement ASMR, where thrill meets chill. Today we're going back to the happiest place on earth for the Pixar Fest, which is going on right now in Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. I'm gonna take you around these two parks to see all of the Pixar festivities going on for this festival and beyond. So, here are the park maps for our visit today. We've got Disney California Adventure featuring Pixar Fest, which runs from April 26th to August 4th. And then Disneyland map, of course, where it was still Season of the Force at the time I filmed this. And then here is our helpful little guide for the Pixar Fest food booths. Festival marketplaces around DCA, which we will get into later on. So, let's start out in Disneyland Park, where I do usually start my days. So let's open up this map. Oh yeah, the old classic park map. And today I'd like to start with something to eat. So there are a few specialty items available right now in the Disneyland parks for Pixar Fest and the summer season, and a few are ones I've been hankering to try. So let's start here at the entrance and first venture our way over to Tomorrowland to get a light breakfast treat. Now, Disneyland does love to change up their churro offerings during special events and festivals, and this one is no exception. So there are quite a few different flavors available all around the park, but here at the Tomorrowland churro cart outside Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, number 53 here, is the Blackberry Churro inspired by Toy Story, which costs $7.25 before tax. This fun-colored churro is rolled in blackberry sugar, which is interesting, and you can definitely taste the blueberry flavor. It's nice and tangy. And then it's served with this delicious strawberry banana dipping sauce, which is sweet, but not too artificially so. So all in all, an excellent choice. Then, since we're doing treats for breakfast, I think we should round out the meal with another new sweet treat that is sometimes considered breakfast food. And that's up in Toontown, Mickey's Toontown, at Daisy Cafe, number HH here, for the Goody Goody Blueberry Donuts, which are really good, warm, soft blueberry donuts. They're not too sweet, though they do have frosting on them, and then what's basically Trix cereal sprinkled on top, which is so good. So the total cost for me was $6.29 after tax and my Magic Key discount. So with this tasty treat in hand, let's pop back down into Fantasyland to check out the Pixar Pals Playtime Party at the Fantasyland Theater, which is right here, number 37, which is across from It's a Small World over here and just outside the entrance into Toontown. Running right now in this theater for the duration of Pixar Fest is a super high energy dance show with some of your favorite Pixar characters, as well as a bunch of interactive games and photo op backdrops and activities inspired by Pixar films. There's also meet and greets with super rare characters like Ember and Wade from Elemental, and Russell from Up, or Alberto and Luca from, well, Luca. So fun. Okay, now, while we are here, I am gonna go crazy and get another treat. Sort of a second breakfast, or brunch snack, I guess, if you're not a hobbit. Because at the Troubadour Tavern, right next to the Fantasyland Theater, which is here at EE, they have a bunch of Pixar Fest exclusive treats and drinks, such as the Mixed Emotions popcorn, inspired, obviously, by Inside Out. This is ube-flavored popcorn mixed with M&Ms and freeze-dried Skittles and pretzel sticks. This cost me $8.52 after tax and discount, and it is pretty good. The best part is definitely the freeze-dried Skittles, but the popcorn does have a nice hint of ube flavor, which is unique. The pretzel sticks and M&Ms are pretty typical, but a welcome addition, and it is especially tasty when you get a bite with all of these things all at once. That's the way to do it. The only downside is there is way too much popcorn in here compared to all the other stuff, especially as you get down to the bottom. It also kind of dyes your fingers all multicolored, so just a warning about that. And it all comes in this lovely cardboard box with vintage Disneyland designs on it that I loved so much, I actually saved it right here. So this is the box, and it's got these designs of the different lands on each side. Isn't that so neat? Not much else on the top and bottom, but just such a darling, nifty kind of box here. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but I'm just saving it for now because, as we've already established, I have a bit of a problem. It also sounds really nice. So, I feel like that's reason enough to save it. And doesn't it just make lovely decor in the back there? Okay, so now I thought we should go on the hunt for some of the 50 plus Pizza Planet trucks that have been cleverly hidden around both parks for Pixar Fest. So let's head back out here and see what we can find. On Main Street, right here, I found one in the Emporium window, and then over here at the Disney Clothiers, the window on the side of the shop down Center Street East over here by the Meteor Cycle Company sign also had one hiding there. Then over here in Frontierland, there was one hiding in the back of the Shooting Gallery arcade. And across the way in Tomorrowland, I actually found a few. Way in the back here by the Disneyland Railroad, up on top of the train station sign, there was one perched there. And then over here at Alien Pizza Planet, KK, There was one hiding inside the restaurant by the food. And then over here at number 51, Star Tours, there is a Pizza Planet truck that's disguised as part of the Wall-E droid in the queue. Now, I waited in a 45-minute queue to see this one. And, you know, ride the ride, of course. Hooray for Space Whales. But I'm not entirely sure if that one was worth it. Though it was adorable to see it as part of Wall-E. That was really lovely. Okay, now that we've found some Pizza Planet trucks hidden in this park, I say we park hop over to Disney California Adventure to continue the fun. So let's fold that up and switch gears to this park map. Oh, look at that. As we make our way across the Esplanade, look at all of the adorable flags and characters, and this big, beautiful centerpiece sculpture that looks like, it looks like it features every Pixar character somewhere on here. I can't actually tell if any are missing, but comment below if you know. And onward into DCA we go. And let's just continue the hunt for more hidden Pizza Planet trucks on this side too. So down Buena Vista Street, when we first walk in, over here at Los Feliz 5 and Dime, the side window display has a Pizza Planet truck hiding in there, and the balcony above Los Feliz 5 and Dime also has one perched up there. And then if we explore back this way into Avengers Campus, over here at K Terran Treats, across from Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, there's another Pizza Planet truck that's been entombed over here. And unfortunately, I don't really have much time to find as many on this side because I'm getting rather peckish. So, for lunch, I'd like to hit up a few of the Pixar Fest food booths, or marketplaces, as they're calling them. So, let's get out our handy dandy food guide here and look at all the delicious offerings at each of the 6 Pixar Fest marketplaces. Now, I'm only one little person, so I couldn't get something from every booth, but I still wanted to walk by and admire them all. So, first we started by walking down into Performance Corridor. This little nook in here was Gusto's To Go, number 2 from Ratatouille, with these delicious treats. And then across the way, across from the Avengers Campus entrance, was Elemental Table from Elemental, obviously, with these delicious treats. And then continuing around to Paradise Gardens Park, across from the Little Mermaid, next to, and then continuing down this way, next to the Little Mermaid ride, was the Spark from Soul, with these tasty treats. was, and then continuing down this way, next to the Little Mermaid ride, right here is number 5, the Spark from Soul, with these tasty treats. Now these were the 3 I did not order anything from. But then the ones I did order from were, first, number 1, Hanger Management, which you can see on the map here, was down in Hollywoodland by the Monsters, Inc. ride, number 7 here. Hanger Management from Inside Out has many delicious treats, and I got the joyful yellow comforting mac and cheese with Happy Cheese Puffs, which was priced at $8.50 before tax. And it was solid mac and cheese, very tasty, but also pretty basic, though it did taste much better with the crunchy cheese puffs in the same bite. So that's a fun little tip for you. And then I continued up to the performance corridor again to go to number 4, the 4 town favorites. Isn't it perfect that they numbered it number 4? Which was across from the Cars Land entrance right here. This is obviously from Turning Red, and these are all the tasty treats they had here. I got the Red Panda Bao, which came with a chili garlic sauce and was priced at $9 before tax. It is a good, hearty bao bun, very filling, very savory. It's not anything terribly unique, but it does the job. And the sauce does add a nice bit of heat and extra flavor. And then, last but not least, I made my way over to Paradise Gardens, to over here by the Golden Zephyr, for number 6, Porta Rossa Pasta from Luca, which has all these tasty treats. But I needed a drink, so I got the Silenzio Limoncello, which is limoncello with amaretto and Aperol liquors, blood orange syrup, lemonade, and house-made oregano tea, garnished with some cute little micro daisies. It's priced at $17 before tax, and it is very tasty and refreshing, though a little bit sweeter than I expected, but still a very delicious, very refreshing way to wash down all the other food I got. And in total, my lunch at these food booths cost me $34.50 after tax, but without any discount, because you don't get Magic Key discounts on festival booths. So, what I think we should do now is take my limoncello drink, tuck that back under there, and take it for a stroll around Pixar Pier. Seeing as it is Pixar Fest and all, it wouldn't be right not to visit this land today. So let's go strolling down the pier. I love that sign with Luxa sitting on top. And as we make our way back here, looks like we found some Pixar characters out. There's Jessie from Toy Story, who is a very underrated character in my opinion. And there's Joy and Sadness, all from Inside Out. It's impressive how they got all the way over here from the Pixar Pals Playtime Party. They move fast. And right back here, behind Angry Dogs, or I here, is a great spot to duck into this nice quiet corner back here and enjoy the rest of my drink in peace with a gorgeous view of the Pixar Palaround and Paradise Bay. Just a little tip for all you fellow introverts out there. There are pockets hidden around where you can disappear when you need a little break. Actually, comment below if you want me to do a video all about my favorite quiet spots and introvert tips for navigating these crowded theme parks without dealing with as many people. It's not always easy, but it is important if we don't want to be constantly triggered out here. And I don't mean in the good ASMR way. Okay, now, speaking of characters, we should wander back over here to Grizzly Peak, where I think there might be some more roaming around. I heard a rumor that Doug was roaming around the Redwood Creek Trail area here, which is currently closed. Now, unfortunately, I do not see him, so maybe you'll have better luck when you come. But I do see Panda May and her mom, Ming Li, from Turning Red, over here around the side of Grizzly River Run. So that's a nice treat. And now let's circle all the way back around to Buena Vista Street and down Hollywoodland to the Hollywood backlot back here to explore Club Pixar, which runs every day from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. So in the later afternoon and evening. They also have a fun little dance party going on over here during that time, as well as some photo backdrops and a bunch of fun games over here that are themed to different Pixar shorts. And the very best part is the drive-in theater over here with all of these cute little cars you can sit in and take a nice break and enjoy some Pixar shorts. How adorable is that? But now it's nearly time for the Pixar Fest parade. Better Together, a Pixar Pals celebration, which happens at 4 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. And the red dotted line that you see here is the parade route in DCA. Now, the first parade starts over here by Avengers Campus, and the second parade starts over here from Paradise Gardens on this end and goes the other direction. So this is helpful to know so that you can find an optimal spot to watch from. I like to go near the beginning of the route, whichever side that happens to be, so that I can move on as soon as the parade passes. Or if I'm running late, then I actually aim for a spot toward the end of the route so that I have more time. See how that works? So today we're seeing the second parade time at 6:30 p.m., which means it will be starting over here at Paradise Gardens end. And I do recommend seeing the second parade time for this parade since it's a bit darker out by then and you can see the lights on the floats a little bit better. So I got a great spot towards the beginning in this area across from Jumpin' Jellyfish, number 22 right here. And isn't this parade, oh, so lovely. It starts off with Lux of the Lamp and some fun rollerblading dancers. Ooh. Then we've got Red Panda May from Turning Red with all of her friends and the Four Town Boys. Oh, so dreamy. Next is Carl from Up, driving a little float with his house at the back. All along with Russell riding Kevin. Hello, Kevin. Nice birdie. And oh, look, there's Doug on the back of Carl's float. and he just met you, but he loves you too. Oh, now comes Joe Gardner, or rather Mr. G, from Seoul. He's joined by some of his students and all the little new souls bouncing up and down around the float. Oh, so cute. Oh, now look, we've got joy and sadness from Inside Out. And they're driving Bing Bong's wagon. Excuse me, rocket ship. With Bing Bong himself on the back. Oh, I love Bing Bong. And is it weird that I really love Sadness? I just think she's so adorable. But then I also love Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, so I guess there's a pattern there. And then here's Luca and the gang. And oh, you can see their sea monster legs under the water there on the float. That's a clever trick. But oh, now here come my favorites, the Incredibles and Frozone. And he found his super suit. Good for him. Oh my god, Elastigirl just blew me a kiss. Oh, I love her so much. Oh, and here's Woody in his toy truck with another hidden Pizza Planet truck inside in the back. Oh, sneaky. And some more very enthusiastic dancers. Very nice. And then, of course, the grand finale with Miguel and Dante from Coco, Buzz and Jessie from Toy Story, and Mike and Sully from Monsters, Inc. Oh, just the cutest thing ever. Oh, that whole parade. I just loved it. Okay, now I think we should hop back over to Disneyland. So we're gonna switch park maps again. Close that one up. Put it over here for safekeeping. And open up our Disneyland park map again. And on the way across the Esplanade back over to Disneyland, we're going to place a mobile order for dinner because we're going to Refreshment Corner number C right here, or letter C, I suppose, to try the new barbecue potato dog and the sparkling pickle lemonade. The barbecue potato dog is inspired by Toy Story and consists of smoked sausage, barbecue pulled pork, coleslaw, fried onions, and green onions served in a baked potato. This is really delicious, perfectly balanced with nicely marinated pulled pork, a good crunch to that sausage, refreshing coleslaw that really lightens it all up, and these bits of chips on top for a nice, fun added crunch. Though it is very big, very shareable, and it was a little bit too much for me, especially too much potato. But the sparkling pickle lemonade was also fantastic and the perfect size for me. So nice and refreshing, and I love the taste. But it is definitely strong on the pickle flavor, with a hint of lemonade. So if you don't love pickles, you probably shouldn't get this. I do though, so I loved it. And together, this perfect dinner cost me $21.80 after tax and discount. Now, there are some more seasonal treats that I still want to try, so I'm going to go get dessert over here at Mint Julep Bar number P, or letter P, in New Orleans Square. and we're going to mobile order the seasonal Peach Mickey beignets, which cost $6.45 after tax. So let's go and pick those up, and then we're going to take them with us back over here to secure our spot for the 9:30 p.m. nighttime show, Together Forever, a Pixar nighttime spectacular with fireworks. It's a really heartwarming show that's returning for Pixar Fest with some new scenes and a great soundtrack. It's a tribute to the journey of friendship. Isn't that nice? We are going over there really early today, like 7:30 p.m., because I really want to get an extra good spot this time, since I'm here on a night when the fireworks are happening. As long as the wind behaves, fingers crossed. Now, I don't mind going so early because I do have my peach beignets to occupy me while I wait, but I don't necessarily recommend it either. Don't get me wrong, I've got a great spot right here in Central Plaza in front of the partner statue. I did get a great spot, and I did have an amazing view of the fireworks, plus the rest of the show, of course, which was so beautiful and so moving. Definitely some tearjerker moments in there. But I'm not entirely sure it was worth the 2-hour commitment when you could get in a couple more rides and still get a decent viewing spot further down Main Street, or over at It's a Small World, or at the Rivers of America. So there are a lot of options. And now there's also the option of watching the fireworks in Galaxy's Edge for the Fire of the Rising Moon's nighttime show, which is set to its own Star Wars themed music that matches the fireworks show. It is so amazing. I have watched this from the Millennium Falcon area up here by Smuggler's Run, but it is also viewable from the TIE Echelon docking platform over here, or from the Speeder Garage. So there are a few places where you can get a good view. And it is truly an amazing show, especially for any Star Wars fans. I was in awe. I cried. I have no more words. Just go see it. Now, we're not done with nighttime shows yet, because Fantasmic is also back as of May 24th. So I gotta stop by the Rivers of America and catch that too. It's showing at both 9 p.m. and 10:30 p.m., both before and after the fireworks show. And if you aren't familiar, this is an evening extravaganza combining various elements: fire, water projections, lasers, and fireworks, for a show that is loosely about the power of imagination. I highly recommend this show, especially the second showing, since people don't have quite as much time to hang around and hold spots all day, which, yes, many were doing for the first showing. It is easier to show up closer to showtime for the second show and still get a decent spot, especially if you can get in right after the mass exodus from the first show. So I booked it over there from the fireworks show, and I still managed to get a pretty decent spot on the bridge by Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean, if that's how you like to pronounce it. So, let's watch Fantasmic now. Oh, I just love this intro with Mickey. Look at him shoot fireworks from his fingertips. Wow. So cool. Oh, and the Fantasia clips. And the Lion King sequence. And the super enthusiastic glowing dancing monkeys. And King Louie from the Jungle Book, all dancing on the river flotillas. which then morphs into the pink elephants on parade from Dumbo. That is such a fever dream of a segment in that movie. And into the genie, who has a fun number with Sorcerer Mickey. And then going under the sea with the Little Mermaid, and Pinocchio, and Monstro. Oh, no. And then, dun da da, this daring Peter Pan fight scene atop the sailing ship Columbia, which is a new addition, replacing the old Pirates of the Caribbean scene. Wow, that's some great stunt work there. Oh, and then these lovely Disney princesses and their princes dancing together as they float by, crossing each other and dancing and being in love. Oh, and then the classic Disney villains each arrive one by one and turn Mickey's dream into a nightmare, including Chernabog the demon from Fantasia's Night on Bald Mountain, which is a nice touch. I just love Fantasia. And culminating in an epic battle with Maleficent, one of my favorite Disney villains, who sadly no longer turns into a dragon, rest in peace Murphy, but does grow into a very, very tall Maleficent, so I guess that's something. And then our favorite mighty little mouse has to use the power of his imagination to overcome Maleficent and all the villains, which is really the theme of the whole show. And then, oh, that finale on the Mark Twain riverboat that is just the best thing ever, with Steamboat Willie driving the boat and all the Disney characters together waving. Oh, look, it's Alice and the Mad Hatter and Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Oh my gosh, I love those characters. Look at all of the amazing characters they have on here. So many good ones. Oh, tell me in the comments which of these characters is your favorite. Oh yeah, I'm so happy this show is back. It's such an electric, elaborate production that combines 50 live performers and massive sets and water effects, projections and pyrotechnics and stunts and rousing music to create a truly magical show. Okay, now hold on, because the day is still not over yet. We still have time to get in line for one final ride, which would be nice since we really haven't ridden much today. And I do love that Disneyland will let you ride as long as you are in line before the park closing time. So, it still being Season of the Force and all, I thought it'd be great to ride Hyperspace Mountain one more time before it goes away. So, let's go from the Rivers of America all the way across to Tomorrowland, down here to number 50, Hyperspace Mountain. Yeah. Now, we got here at 10:55 p.m., which is cutting it close because the park closes at 11 p.m. today. And it is a 60-minute posted wait time, but single rider is still open, so let's loop around to the side here. And oh wow, this is the longest I have ever seen this single rider line. I've never seen them started all the way out here. But it's probably still shorter than the standby line, so let's just do it. And yep, we were on the ride at 11:26 p.m., so an actual wait time of only 35 minutes. Now let's fly through the galaxy far, far away and fight alongside the rebels to take down the Empire, help save the day, and we're off the ride at 11:30 p.m. And now for perhaps my favorite part of the day, walking around a nearly empty Disneyland. The park is already closed, so it's extra quiet right now as we make our way out of the park. That's almost enough of a reason to stay this late. Besides the whole getting one last ride in as long as you're in line before the park officially closes thing. Okay, sure, I didn't exit the park until 11:40 p.m. and was on the Toy Story parking lot shuttle bus at 11:50 p.m. and got back to my car at midnight. So late, but oh, so worth it. Oh my gosh. What a fantastic Pixar Fest filled and some Season of the Force filled day. Oh. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video made your day a little bit happier and tinglier and more magical, or at least more amusing. Now, you know the drill. Go on and watch another video, which will make the YouTube algorithm happier, and me much happier, and hopefully make you even more super happy too. You can click on this one right here that's sparkling, all magical and enticing. Thanks for the adventure. Now go have a new one. Adventure is out there to infinity and beyond.